John Jairo Davila shows us where he's been camped for weeks with his wife and semi-invalid daughter, outside of the Colombian consulate in Santiago. Along with dozens of other families, they pass the time and the cold as best they can, waiting for help from their government.
This is precarious. The way our politicians count on us for votes, we need now to count on them to bring us home.
Not far away, Peruvian migrants test our temperature before allowing us in to see their open-air camp outside Peru's consulate. They too want help to return home because the pandemic has left them jobless and destitute.
Mucho frío.
It's freezing. There are no bathrooms and we sleep on cold cement.
But by far the largest number of foreigners who've lost their livelihoods are the Venezuelans, who make up Chile's newest and largest migrant community. For 2 months, hundreds of men, women and children have been living like this outside of the consulate. When the pandemic started, President Nicolás Maduro sent airplanes to repatriate those who wanted to leave. But now the doors of the consulate are shut.
We have nothing left anymore. We're living from charity and getting desperate, and not a peep from our government. We are undocumented and we can't ask Chile for help.
The UN Special Representative for Venezuelan migrants and refugees says the Maduro government is laying out conditions for people to return. One is a quarantine period at the border.
And the other is more along the lines of a more intelligence type of investigation of who is coming back and what would be the true motivations for that return.
And that, you believe, is slowing down the number of people that they're allowing back in?
Yes, yes.
Every day, more people arrive at the camp, trying to find comfort in numbers. Around the corner, the Venezuelans are beginning to be tested now for coronavirus. Either way, a group of them, we understand, will be placed in quarantine so that they will be ready if and when Venezuela's government sends an airplane to get them. But the real question is, what will happen to them once they get home? They tell us they know that the economic and sanitary situation in Venezuela is worse than in Chile. But they argue that if they have to die of coronavirus or hunger, they'd rather it be in their country of birth, close to their families, and not in a faraway strange land.